And now we have Israel kind of saber-rattling. To what end? I'd like you to explain if you have an opinion on it, saying that Turkey is somehow the new Iran, and we've seen how Israel's approach to Iran. Is this going to be another cycle of conflict, or do you think diplomacy can at least manage that relationship better?
So this is my personal point of view. And I have great respect. President Erdogan is an amazing leader, and Netanyahu is doing what he thinks is best for his country. This part of the world respects only one thing: power. And if you don't reflect power, if you reflect weakness, you are on your heels. Syria is a great example of that. Why is Syria working? Because you have a powerful, strong, courageous leader that people may have not agreed with what the points of view were in the past, but they see him leading someplace. President Erdogan, the same way. The rhetoric between the two, to me, is just rhetoric. So if you wake up in Tel Aviv, you read the newspaper, and what do you see? You see a diagram on the paper of the Ottoman Empire 2.0. The Ottoman Empire is Vienna to the Maldives. Right? This is the view that Israel is presenting of what Turkey should be. You wake up in Istanbul and you read the paper, and it's the Greater Israel. Vienna to the Maldives. So this idea that everybody is in a conquest or conquering, by the way, it can happen. Right? If you think of now the trade routes, let's forget about the Straits of Hormuz, and we just talked about energy, and you've heard me talk about it before, is going to this. The energy world now is no longer saying, the cheapest and most flexible way is to put this stuff on boats. It is, right? Because if you have a problem, you move the boat. So if you're going to be bombed, you can move it out of the Arabian Gulf to Indonesia. You can't with a pipeline, which is why pipelines have only been utilized kind of 30% of the capacity. Now production is not the case, it's security. So just in time goes to just in case. Just in case, everything comes through Turkey and Syria. Everything. Everything. Fiber optics. We're talking about Azerbaijan and Armenia, and what could that passageway be? What is flowing anymore? Oil, gas, information, data, materials. Where does it go? How does it go? So Israel aligned with Turkey, like Israel aligned with Abu Dhabi, like Saudi Arabia could be aligned with Israel. And for the prosperity of the Israeli people, to me, that's the answer. So I think this rhetoric is going to go away. Turkey is not a country to be messed with. I mean, you can take the Gulf, and by